First chance to see the 2017 Chris Dobey on the European Tour, and what a time he's had a bit of late. A player who, as you may have picked up in Elmar Polka's introduction, a man who made the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam last year, and a man who has just been making giant strides and is increasingly bringing himself to prominence as well, reaching his first final in a ranking event at the Players' Championship in October of last year. Just another element to tick off on his CV, which is looking ever more impressive. He's up against Chris Dobey, a man who made his debut on the European Tour in this tournament 3 years ago here in Hildesheim, but a man we didn't see at all last year on the European circuit, Jamie Bain. Dan Dawson alongside me for this one. On that evidence, you've got to fancy Dobey.
Yeah, I think so. Chris Dobey, player very much on the up. He's been just a revelation since just bursting into life.
Game on.
Well, Jamie Baines, the man to throw first in this one. Chris Dobey, as you mentioned, just before we got going. 180, Jamie Bain. What a start. And Chris Dobey making his first 81. PDC final back end of last year in Barnsley. I thought we had another Diogo Portela walk on from... oh, hang on. Hang on.
Ross Smith, whatever you're doing, stop it and watch this.
Could it be in the opening day of the opening Euro Tour event of 2017? Oh, of course it couldn't. Kev Painter's saving it up for later.
57.
Yeah.
You were saying about Diogo being...
I thought we had another Brazilian walk on there. It was Samba de Bedlington.
The Terrier remix.
43. Maybe Uruguay 84.
Well, look at the margins here. 84 plays 3-3-4. Okay, it's on the Bain throw, but
78.
Long way off on that.
He's on the 9. He's left himself double 3. This might not be over, you know.
140. Uruguay 6.
Straight at it.
Take charge in the first leg. Jamie Bain.
13 dart hole.
Chris to throw first.
That will do him very nicely.
He does absolutely rattle through legs, Jamie Bain. He does not hang around.
96.
Another one of the players to earn his tour card this year via the Q School Order of Merit. Didn't win outright over the course of the 4 days, but he racks up enough points to finish in the top 12, along with the likes of Darren Johnson, who we've just seen batter Robert Allenstein 6-1.
134.
Yeah, just snuck into the UK Open as well. Won 250 quid on the last day. That just 94. Got him in. Although his campaign in Minehead was ended in the first round by Frosty the Throwman, Mark Frost.
And talking of just squeaking through, he had a couple of 6-5 wins in qualifying as well. Although one of them was against Daryl Gurney. That was arguably the outstanding result of qualifying, the outstanding upset, if you like, of the qualifying tournament that took place in Barnsley a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Daryl Gurney, recent semi-finalist at the UK Open, of course, as Doby. 120 off.
140.
Quarter-finalist at the Worlds as well.
Yep.
And the Grand Prix.
Yes, and a former finalist in Minehead at the Players' Championship finals as well. But Doby looking for a commanding hold of throw here. 13 darter for Bain, 14 darter for Doby. One apiece.
Yeah, this has the hallmarks of a good tussle as well that could go a long way.
Now, one of 3 guys from the northeast in action this evening. Mixed fortunes so far. Adam Hunt being beaten by Dimitri Vandenberg, but Paul Nicholson, the asset, is back, dusting off the shades to record his first one on the European Tour for 3 years. Surprised he found him, actually. It's been a while since he's dug the sunglasses out.
Well, Doby will need no reminding that he suffered a first-round defeat here in October at the end of last season. This tournament ended the 2016 campaign. It starts it this time around. He lost to Ted Everts even.
Yeah, exciting young player, Ted Everts.
Yeah,
beaten qualifying for this by Dave Pallett. 57. Of course, saw Pallett win his match this afternoon against Vejo Vinica.
99.
But Doby is a quarter-finalist on the European Tour. He made the last 8 in Munich at Easter weekend last year. It was this time, actually, 12 months ago, wasn't it? Michael van Gerwen did for him that day.
That was when he really started exploding on, he had a run of last 16 appearances, had that quarter-final. He's been a changed player since then. 15 off, leaves 93. Needed treble 19 for double 18, doesn't get it. Doby will come back, this for a break of throw. Treble 10, double 18. Tops he wants. Yeah, really nice. Really nice.
Very smooth, very assured, very controlled as well.
Game on.
Chris Dobey has fatherhood to look forward to this year as well.
He does.
Congratulations to the clan.
140.
He's older than you think, Doby.
Yeah, he's 26, is he? Yeah, born in 1990. He's 27 in May.
60.
So he's too old for the development tour, so all of his learning is having to take place on the senior tour, not like the likes of Adam Hunt and Dimitri Vandenberg, who've still got that option of playing development tour, although that option is running out for those two as they
85.
become some of the old stagers on the youth tour.
Yeah, we talked about Doby in Munich last year. It was in Munich 2 years ago where Bain first caught my attention anyway, when he beat Kim Huybrechts en route to the last 16 there. He had a really good campaign that weekend. He looked, a pretty polished player, and then big surprise that he didn't make anything last year. Didn't qualify for any of the 10 European Tour events in 2016.
Yeah, the form has been up and down for Jamie Bain, but he's always maintained consistency in having the island of hair. Maximum for Chris Dobey.
Yeah, Bain
100.
threatening the 9-darter in the opening leg, but since then it's been largely, in the main, all about Chris Dobey, this one. Looking to hold his throw here for a 3-1 lead.
Oh, 18 for double 16 was the shot, and he's missed the big number by quite some distance. And as the esteemed Rod Harrington would say, you don't want to miss the big number.
Well, you don't.
Well, you don't. No, you don't.
57.
It's words of wisdom from the great man.
32.
Exactly, he's 100% correct in what he says. From world number 1, knows what he's talking about. Double 8. Double 4.
Yeah, I won't want to hang around too much longer, but he gets the job done. Mission accomplished.
Jamie to reverse.
3 legs on the spin now for Doby. Man nicknamed Hollywood.
139.
He was asking around for potential designs for a logo for the back of his shirt fairly recently as well. I'll just have a quick double check. Yeah, it's not changed. I think there are copyright issues with the Hollywood logo and the Hollywood sign itself, so maybe he's had to watch his step on that point of view. Anyway.
Well, it's not stopped certain other players we could mention.
100.
There are... Who's the San Francisco 49ers guy? That's a blatant rip-off.
Remco van Eyden.
That's the one.
I think you'll find that our reigning champion here in Hildesheim, Alan Chuck Norris, is treading some very dangerous ground.
Yeah, we'll see Norris tomorrow for a full illustration of what we're talking about.
105.
Norris has arrived, by the way. He was in the practice room earlier today, settling in, reacquainting himself with the surroundings. Defending champion Alan Norris.
140. Jamie requires 57.
So 57 plays 87, tops for Bain. Yeah, very nicely done. Hold of throw.
Seems like Chris to throw first.
Yeah, didn't want Doby to start running away with this, which he was threatening to do. Just the one break of throw in it.
100.
And with Bain throwing first,
99.
it's the solitary break he requires as well. Should he break again, all well and good, obviously.
135. 123.
Michael Barnard and Jonathan Worsley, the men that Doby dispatched in qualifying for this one. The qualifying for the second European Tour event for the UK players is next week, I believe. Or fairly soon, anyway.
It is soon.
58.
I couldn't tell you.
Before the end of... well, no, maybe not. It's maybe early April. Anyway. There's so much darts coming up.
93.
Relentless. What's this? 7 consecutive streaming events?
I think every weekend we will have darts of some sort
Somewhere in the world.
until June.
125.
And then that's the World Cup. Which of course will involve a limited number of players. Maybe we'll have a Brazilian team.
131.
The campaign is growing.
3.
16 ball. Bullseye. There it is.
Game
Big
shot
dart
to the
from Chris
six leg.
Dobey there, with Baines sat on 55 to level the match and break the throw. It's 4-2 Dobey. That is the kind of stuff that he's been producing on a regular basis, and it's the kind of stuff that wins you games. Those checkouts between 80 and 100 under pressure. And Dobey is 4-2 up.
And he's got
100.
that steely determination in his eye once again.
He's got a lovely temperament, a lovely rhythm to his game, Chris Dobey. You say, I mean, Jamie Bain is throwing an absolutely furious pace.
140.
He can't get rid of the dart quickly enough. He's not quite Ricky Evans' pace, but he's not far off it.
Yeah.
Dobey maintains a very steady rhythm right the way through.
41.
And admittedly, he's had a horrible visit there, but in general, it has served him very, very well, particularly
140.
over the last 12 months or so.
Yeah. Jermaine Wattermain on stage next, by the way.
He's quick.
He's very quick.
The machine gun.
100. You require 90.
So, Bain looking set to level things up. Tops he wants,
70.
but he will be back.
Yeah, no problem going for another 25 there. He can get into difficulties going that route, but with Dobey back on 260, it's a great adjustment from Dobey to move across and find the treble bed twice.
140.
Now there's pressure on this.
Short to the 7th leg.
But you wouldn't know it.
Well, he throws at such a pace, he's barely got time to register what his opponent's on or even think about it. It's just gone.
Yeah.
Again, Dobey puts one low, but manages to find his way through with the next 2 darts to the treble 20. Impressive skill to have.
Yeah, I was just chatting to Adam Hunt earlier, by the way. When he went for double 11 in that defeat by Vandenberg, and he said normally 99 times out of 100 he would, instead go for the double 8 route instead, 6 double 8, and for some reason he went for double 11, and vice versa. But
140.
he said something just overtook him completely on stage, like a presence.
A presence.
And he just didn't know what he was doing. He just didn't have time to readjust. Before you knew it, he'd thrown his
100.
far from normal route.
I did think he was throwing relatively quickly. I mean, it's nowhere near as quickly as Jamie Bain, who is averaging 101.4 right now.
45.
That drags it down below the 100 mark, but this is a good standard of darts we're seeing from these two. Dobey is going to get 2 visits from here to see this off.
Yeah.
Can he do it? Well, surely he doesn't stay there now. He wants to.
60.
Yeah, they see that's the danger. Because now it's 140 from Jamie Bain.
Gets him down to double 8 single.
136. Yeah, lovely stuff. Now the 83 was good from Dobey. 104 would be fantastic as well. Double 16. Ooh, now then Jamie Bain. He's bought himself the opportunity. And the Scotsman takes it out. 13 dart break of throw. We've got a level game here. And Chris Dobey is not having things all his own way. One missed dart at double 16 there for 104 checkout.
58.
That would have put him 5-3 up. Now it is very much anybody's game, and Jamie Bain has the advantage of throwing first in 2 of the remaining 3 legs.
But he only managed to rattle in 58 with his first visit. Dobey could have made more of that.
58.
Back-to-back 58s. Not good enough.
Dobey, can he pounce? Well, that'll
140. $100. $59. $100.
Yeah, who will blink first in this leg? Both players taking a very steady pace towards the finish line here.
94.
Just sneaking into the treble 18 by the skin of its teeth.
Yeah.
He could have been in a spotted bobber had it not.
Well, the Doby is consistently low with his
90.
first dart. It's making life difficult. He has been pretty good at finding his way to the 60, even though he's made life difficult for himself. But this looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, Chris Doby. Looks very good. 108 check out for a breaker throw. He couldn't find the 104 in the previous leg, but he's made up for it there. That's a break straight back. Doby thrown for the match. Advantage to the man from Bedlington.
Yeah, and he could so easily have derailed himself there when he just found that treble 18, but that's definitely got him back on track.
100.
Had he somehow strayed into the single 4, he would have been on a finish of 158, and then he would have been in all sorts of trouble. But Doby here making the perfect start to this all-important 10th leg. Don't want to be taken to a decider here on the Bain throw. He'll want to get the job done here and now, but Bain
140.
still in business.
Well, we're level pegging again now. Chris Doby starting off perfectly. Only 57 to follow it up, but great response.
140.
1-2-4 for the match. He is going to get a go at it, Chris Doby. 12 darts on your own throw. There's only one way you break those, and that's with perfection. And that doesn't happen very often on the European Tour. Not over the last few years at any rate. It used to happen all the time. But Chris Doby, to close this one out, he's going to get a dart. 14. Gets the treble, double 11 for 1-2-4 and a 6-4 win. Misses outside Chris Doby, and Bain is left with a 1-2-9, which is not anybody's favourite outshot. Treble 20 ball. Gets the treble, bullseye. Jamie Bain has taken it out to stay alive.
Jamie Bain.
What a shot from Jamie Bain. He has the throw in the decider. Chris Doby has missed a match dart, and one of the highest profile players in action on day one of the German Darts Championship could be being dumped out.
Yeah, one of only 2 seeds to come through the UK qualifiers. Mervyn King was taking the distance as well. Doby is going the distance here as well. Crucially, King got over the line, but will Doby? Bain, perfect start.
59.
But as Rod Harrington would say, he's halved it there. Doby has a chance to get back into contention here. Needs a treble desperately here.
60.
You can see him muttering to himself. He knows, he can see this game is slipping away from him. Jamie Bain. He fired in a couple of maximums in the first leg of the match.
92.
He had to wait until the very last leg to produce another. But what a time to do it. He's left himself 170. And Doby, the trebles have just dried up.
58. Jamie with 170.
Well, let's see how these first 2 darts shape up before we start getting too excited. Not to be. 90 remaining. Yep.
105.
Sensible ploy, because Doby, let's face it, is stranded on 300 here, and he can't land any punches once again. This is
60.
all
Jamie with 165.
coming good for Jamie Bain at just the right time. Tops he wants for the match, and his finishing at times today exemplary, and it's exemplary once again. And arguably the biggest upset of the weekend so far. The seeded player in qualifying, Chris Doby, looks in good shape at one stage in that one. He led by 3 legs to 1, and even at 5-4 he missed a match dart, and Bain recovers, and Bain pulls off a very, very notable win indeed. Joe Cullen is his next objective tomorrow in the second round, and Doby once again in Hildesheim has fallen at the first hurdle, just as he did in October of last year. We will hear from Jamie Bain in due course. Chris Doby is preparing for a trip back to the UK. On the stage next, just to remind you, Jermaine Wassimena against the sole surviving German now, Bernd Royth.
Applaus für Chris Doby. Und wenn ich das richtig im Kopf habe, war das gerade der höchste Average, der bislang gespielt wurde. Jamie, congratulations. I just said it was a high quality match. Very, very good.
Yeah, definitely. Chris is a good friend. He played awesome. He missed a couple of big checkouts, but that's darts. You have to take advantage.
101, the average. Your average. The highest, I think, in the tournament so far. Yeah.
Wow. You only get better. Yeah, happy with the performance. Chris was ahead to start with. I came back, and what more can you ask for?
Is there the feeling that when you can keep that level that you have a chance against everyone on that field?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you wouldn't turn up if you didn't think you could beat anyone, you know what I mean? So I'm here to win it. I'm not here to get beat in the first or second round. I'm here to win it, so.
That's good. See you tomorrow again. Thank you very much. Jamie Bain. Er sagt, er ist nicht gekommen, um